Good afternoon, hope you're all doing well. I'm at the top of One Tree Hill with an amazing view. I was up here before in one of my previous videos back in a few months ago. Yeah, there's the town down there. And yeah, the new area I live in is just this way, more or less straight ahead, down in those fields down there in the distance. You can't really see it from here, but you can see sort of the area where it is. And yeah, up here we've just got some spectacular views. Oh man, it's been quite a haven't been up here since the last time I recorded up here, and yeah, since a bit after that I haven't been on any hikes for like the last 2-3 months. So I'm really happy to be up here today, man, just doing something that I enjoy. So yeah, as we walk up to the top of the hill, I want to discuss a very important topic with you guys today, and that is do not wait on your dreams. This is a realization that I've come to recently. I mean, I kind of knew it already, but in a way I feel like I've gained some unique understanding of this issue recently. Just the fact that we shouldn't wait for our dreams. Now, I know you can probably relate to the fact that we do tend to compromise a lot. The average person I'm talking about, like the average person tends to compromise a lot, especially when it comes to their dreams and, you know, doing what they really truly want to do and living their true deepest passion, their soul's desire. It's a nice windy day today. Just listen to this, man. Spectacular. So yeah, I've come to the understanding that my soul desire, my deepest passion, is being outdoors in nature, going on hikes, exploring, traveling to new places. That is what gives me the most joy in this life. And I didn't know that until, well, really just recently. But I would say I first began coming to understanding probably early last year that this is what I really want to do, and this is what really gives me a lot of joy, just exploring, traveling, seeing new places, which I've done a lot. I've seen quite a lot of, you know, new areas that I haven't even been to before. Like before last year, I've never been out here to this area, and this is now where I live. But I look out there into these mountains, into these rolling hills, and even in this local area, which is now my home, there's so much that I haven't explored. And you know, when I first came out here, I had the goal, I want to explore all of this, and you know, I've barely touched it. And if I follow my deepest passion, what truly brings me a lot of joy, I need to go out here. I need to be out here exploring all of this, and even beyond. You know, starting off with my local area, it doesn't have to be big, but then branching out into other areas, you know, exploring more areas, going to different cities, different parts of the state, different parts of the country, you know, even different overseas, other countries, man. I want to travel, I want to see more of this beautiful, amazing world. And, you know, I've told myself for so long that, oh, you know, it's not for me, it's not possible, I have a different path. But screw that, man. Screw that. Screw compromising. It's enough compromising. It's time to take the necessary action and do what our soul truly desires. Follow your deepest passion. So yeah, man, don't wait on your dreams. You know, that's really my dream, what I've just been talking about. Your dream may be similar, or it may be very different. But you know, I've had this dream in my mind a while now, the type of life that I want to live. You know, my vision is to live a peaceful life where I work for myself, where I don't have to spend all my time pleasing others, where I am connected with nature. I live a simple, humble life. And for me, the way that can begin is by just getting out into nature more, exploring, traveling, seeing new places. And eventually I envision finding somewhere that gives me this sense that I'm coming home. and eventually settling down somewhere. By myself, perhaps meeting someone else, starting a family. Who knows? Who knows? But that's what my deepest soul desire is. And the way it starts is by living my deepest passion. And I've been making too many compromises, and I've been waiting for too long, man. I've known this for a while. It's only recently that I'm coming to a deep understanding where I know that this is definitely what I want to do. But man, I've known, I really have, and you might have known as well. So man, don't wait anymore. Just instead of like making up excuses and saying, oh, I can't do this now, you know, I need more money, I need more time, I need to wait for the right time to do it, you know, screw that. Just screw it. We need to do it right now. There is never going to be a best time. Like, I've told myself I want to do this for a while now, you know. It's been in my mind, it really has, but I've always said, oh, now is not the time, you know, I've got to wait till this time, and you know, when I have more time, or when I'm not working so much and all this. You know, screw that. It needs to start right here, right now, today. And I need to start living my life so that I incorporate this into my life, and I live my life. I basically take everything that I'm doing in my life and revolve it around this, doing what gives me joy, what gives me fulfillment, as opposed to taking what gives me joy and fulfillment and trying to fit it in on the side. No, this should be the main thing in my life, and your passion, your deepest joy should be the main thing in your life, and everything else should revolve around that. And you know, people will say, oh, you know, don't be selfish, don't do that, all of that. But man, the only person that truly knows what gives you gives you joy and fulfillment, what your deepest passion is you. We all know deep inside us, even if you might not know exactly what it is, that's okay. Like, I didn't know necessarily for a while either, but we just got to get out there and start with something, start small. We need to stop making compromise, we need to stop waiting. I've waited for too long, and it's like, you know, in a way I'm lucky, I'm grateful, don't get me wrong. Like, there's people who might spend their entire life not knowing what their deepest passion is, and they might realize, you know, very late in their life, and by then they've lived most of their life already. By then it may be too late, you know. There may be I mean, I'm not saying it's possible, you know. You can, even older people, you know, can still, you know, do what they enjoy and find the deepest passion. I'm not saying it's impossible, you know. Age is not necessarily always a determining factor, but you know, still, like, you know, let's say you get an illness or anything like that, or an injury as you get older or whatever. It's like, ooh, look at that, man, there's some cattle down here. Wow. Yeah, there were some on the path coming up here. There were actually a few calves, pack of calves. I wonder if they belong to the same herd. Man, wow, look at that. This is just so enjoyable, just being up here. There's a few that are closer here that are standing by. It's alright, I'm not going down there, I'm not going to hurt you. But yeah, man, you know, the longer we wait, it's just, there's always going to be excuses. There's always going to be, you can always say, oh, you know, now's not the right time, but the fact is, there is no other time to now. That's all an illusion. It's an illusion of, you know, I'll do it in the future and all of that. No, we're going to do it right now. And just standing here, looking at this area, this is what I want, man. I just want to be here right now. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Up here, observing these cattle and these nice green rolling hills. Well, not so green at the moment, it's winter, but you know, come back in a few months in spring, these will all be nice, lush green. Anyway, that's basically all I wanted to say. It's time to stop waiting, it's time to stop making compromises. I'm repeating myself, but man, I really need to drive this message home, because it's not just for you, for myself as well. This is what needs to happen. Anyway, this is the start of something new, man. It's I know it's been a while since I made regular content, but man, I'm gonna get back into the swing of things. Lots of good videos coming soon. Apart from that, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao.